Hey guys, hey, it's Dale. Well, made it out to my riding place here. It's Tuesday. There'll be some traffic, but nothing like a weekend. So we got Rip Jr. 2021 MT-09. Last night at the shop, I went through the suspension settings, just made sure they're all set stock, which is 6 clicks out on each fork compression and rebound. I think 1 full turnout from bottom on the rear shock on the rebound. It only has rebound, and then it's got a spring adjuster with the ramps, kind of a, standard cheapo shock, but shocks still work pretty good. I think for the street it's going to be plenty good. Probably for the track, probably would fade. But anyway, with that stock settings, I checked it. I'm about 165 pounds. We're next to forestry. Anyway, I'm about 165, 168 pounds, and ended up with about 41 millimeters of front rider sag, me on it, which is good. I was surprised about that. The rear shock is on the 4th notch of 4th hump. That's stock, and only about 22 millimeters of sag in the back, which is kind of weird. So I bumped it 1 softer, and it's about 26. So I'm going to start there, probably handle fine, because the spring's going to settle in and everything like that. So anyway, bike is brand new. Only have ridden it a little bit. Got to scuff the tires in and stuff. So let's go riding. I'm going to just do a little cruise and some spirited, and this will be kind of neat. Same road. Maybe we'll do a little comparison with Mr. Green. So let's get started. Get the bike set up. Get riding. Enjoy the ride. it just came down over the summit that you saw. It is windier than heck today. Out in the open part, it's really bad. So, not used to the brand new bike. I adjusted the shifter, I adjusted the levers, played with the back shock a little bit. I went back to the original factory, the number 4 bump. It didn't wallow or anything, but I could tell with it at 3, it would squat a little bit in the corners. So, yeah, for me so far, the factory settings of 6 clicks out on the forks, each fork, and number 4 position on the shock feels really good. If you were going to go on the track and all that, you'd have to tighten it all up a little bit. What I'll probably do is I'll take it back to the shop and I'll recheck all the sag settings and see if the springs like, you know, sagged out a little bit, broke in. But other than that, this thing's a rocket. It's super nimble. By far the most nimblest in the stable right now. Tranny works really good. A lot of the part there, you know, I'm only running it, oh, I don't know, 6,500 to 9 grand at the most. You can loft along in 6 gear, but that's what the meaty part of the power band is, and it shifts really smooth in that range. Some of the downshifting I use the shifter, some I'm still blipping with my hand. I still think it's easier on the tranny to do a little blip, use the clutch on the way down. But yeah, suspension feels good. It's really nimble. The brakes have bedded in, so they're not as wooden as they were. Still not great, but they stop. I'm still going to do a full line kit, and we're going to put the Galfer wave rotors on this thing, but that'll be a while. The seat is kind of breaking in a little bit. I put, today I went like 51 miles so far, but it isn't too bad. You still slide into here a little bit when you're braking, but it's not super annoying. It's not that bad. It's definitely better than the MT-10. And the foot pegs, I always take the feelers off. The pegs are on the lower position. It feels real comfortable. My feet still aren't even near the ground. Again, this is on the street, not a racetrack. I'm still going plenty good. But some other bikes I'll barely touch, where this I didn't touch. Mr. Green I don't touch either. That's about it, yeah. Got the tires broke in. These Bridgestone, what are they, S22s, I believe, or something like that. These things work really good. These were the same ones that were on the MT-10. They have a nice flexible sidewall. They're not harsh, but yeah, I'm using all the tire. Clutch works good. Like I say, you still see out of the mirrors. For me, I love the handlebar position. I'm not changing. I'm not moving it forward. They don't need to be any lower. You know, I've ridden a lot of bikes from the 80s, stuff like that. These are nice, and I don't know, they're not in your lap. Still sporty enough, comfortable. All right, well, I'm going to get this going. Next video is going to be all the way back to base camp, and we'll talk more at the shop. Here it comes. See you soon.